Sorry guys, am I audible and visible now guys? Everyone, am I audible and visible? Wonderful guys, wonderful. Welcome to the session everyone, welcome to the session. A very good morning to all. I hope you all are doing great. You had a break yesterday, right? No classes yesterday. I'm good guys, I'm good. Thank you for asking. Walaikum assalam, good morning, namaste, dua salam guys. Hi Supraja. Hi Venkatesh. Venkatesh never replied to me. He never say hi to me also. Now he's saying hi. Hi Venkatesh. Hi. We have Vishwak also. Harshita. Hi Harshita. Hi Uday. Uday the man with the trophies. Hi Kirti. Hi Sunita. Hi Chintu. Hi Pujita. Hi Hasini. So many kids are there. Some of Smiley is also there. Kya? She messaged me on the Instagram also. Many of them are messaging me on Instagram or Telegram also, and I guess I've replied to you all, huh? Have I? 2-3 messages I might not, but otherwise I would have. Thank you, DS. Thank you for the comment. Okay. So shall we start the session, guys? So what we have done? Okay, Mukund was there. Mukund को. Okay. So आपका टेलीग्राम भी है बेटा, मेरा टेलीग्राम आईडी है, ठीक है? आई हैव अ टेलीग्राम आईडी, ठीक है? ये इंस्टाग्राम आईडी. आई हैव टोल्ड यू अर्लियर आल्सो ना, इट्स माय नेम. व्हाट्स माय नेम? मोहित मित्तल. MOHIT and what do I teach? Physics. Mohit Mittal Physics. That's it. Okay, to everyone, Mohit Mittal Physics. And anywhere you can go and you can comment, you can basically search me. I will be there with my photo or my photo with my dog. Okay, 2 things you will get, either my photo or my photo with my dog. That's it. Chalo yaar. Shall we start the today's session everyone? So yes guys, we have done your vectors, the basics of vectors we have done in the last class, and today we are going to continue our session guys. Okay, today we are going to continue our session here. So shall we start the session everyone? Give me a thumbs up quickly. Yes kids, very quickly give me a thumbs up on the chat box. Yes kids. Okay, wonderful guys. So we are going to start our session now. Okay, wonderful guys, wonderful. Thank you. So here guys, we are going to understand about the vectors here. Okay, so in the last class we were doing about your vectors concept, right? So in the vector I told you those quantities which depend on your magnitude and the direction and must obey vector laws, and must obey which laws beta? Vector laws are known as your vectors, है ना? They must obey vector laws, that are known as what beta? Vector quantity. अब here in the vector quantity it is very important to understand the graphical representation or symbolic representation. So if we see that it is, see, we have shown you, like we have to show a vector, let us say velocity. So we will show velocity by the symbol. So symbol ko we write V, but vector ke liye what we will write? Vector ke liye we will put a bar on it. We will put a bar on it, or sometime we can write it as V ke upar arrow, है ना? Like this we can write arrow with a V, and this arrow is just an arrow. It doesn't tell about the direction, है ना? It is just an arrow. We will not write like an arrow like this. We will write this arrow like this. Yes or no? Will we write it? Everyone? No. We will not write it in this manner. We will only write in this way. Okay. Then afterwards, I told you that we will be showing it with an arrow in a graphical manner. So here we will write the magnitude. So this is going to tell you magnitude, and this particular thing is going to give you direction. So it is which direction beta? East direction. Similarly, we will show a vector like this. So here magnitude, and it will be showing towards what beta? North direction. Now direction mein vector has 2 things. One is going to be your tail, one is going to be your head. So one point will be tail, one point will be what beta? Head. So we are moving from tail to head guys. है ना? Sean saying when online classes will over, as soon as you will shut your laptop or your mobile phone beta, that time instantly classes will be over. Don't worry, you are free. Okay, aja. So here we have your T and H over here. So from tail to head we are getting. Guys. Okay. Actually beta tensor is not there in our syllabus. ठीक है, tensor quantity, some people are asking about tensor quantity. Tensor quantity as such is not defined in our syllabus of 11th and 12th class. So hence we are going to take all these tensor quantity generally as your scalar quantity and we are going to solve the question beta. ठीक है, okay Lucky, so we are going to focus on your scalar. अब generally we will take time to be a scalar quantity. Time will be a scalar quantity, does not follow vector, it does not follow vector law, and direction is also fixed quantity, always moving in the forward direction. So we are just going to take it to be scalar quantity, nothing else. ठीक है, okay, चलो आ जाओ यार. तो focus over here guys, focus over here. We will be focusing on this part. Tensor quantity as such is not there in syllabus, never will be asked. ठीक है, and the examples of this time is taken to be your scalar quantity only. So current also scalar quantity है ना, time also scalar quantity. We will take this quantity as scalar quantities only for our syllabus guys. ठीक है, don't worry for that, and it is scalar only beta है ना. So here guys we have done this part. Up in the last class I told you about direction sense also है ना. I told you about direction sense also, north, east, west and south. Then I told you, let us say we have this direction. So this is vector given and it is given what beta, let us say 30 degree. So what is this vector going to be written as? Let us say it is 10 meter per second given, 10 meter per second given. So what are we going to write it guys? Yes everyone, what are we going to write it? We are going to write it as 10 meter per second. First of all we will write magnitude and then we will write direction. How to write the direction guys? It is 30 degree. It is 30 degree. From where to where? Are we moving from east towards north? Anna, so it is written as north side of east. So it is north of east we can write, or 10 meter per second. 10 meter per second. Or how can we write it as similar thing? We can write it in one more way. This angle will become 60 degree. Right guys? This angle will become 60 degree. So 60 degree east of north also we can write like this. We can write it or not guys? 10 meter per second, 60 degree east of north also we can write. We have done it in the last session. Yes kids, Hana, shall we revise the revision torga? Right guys, quickly we can revise na. Chalo guys, here so 30 degrees north of east. NOE means north of east and EON means east of north. Angle is different. Up now similarly we have one more case here. I am making one more case. If it is given guys at an angle of 45 degree, at an angle of 45 degree, I told you 45 degree directly means, 45 degree directly means, yes kids, southeast. That's it. So it will be what beta? Southeast direction. 45 degree will be taken as what beta? Southeast. Here 45 degree, it is in which quadrant? Southwest. So we will write 45 degree directly as what beta? Southwest. Directly we are going to write what beta? Southwest. This is how we can write it. Okay bacha party. So up here we can have some more examples. Let us say sir, this is also 45 degree. So whenever angle is 45 degree, whenever angle is 45 degree, we will write it as what beta directly? Northwest. We will write it directly. Quickly write it everyone. Yes kids. Chalo. Ab I hope it is clear. So it is time to move forward. Right guys? Chalo beta. So it is time to move forward here now. Up today topic is going to be your type of vectors. What are we going to focus on? Type of vectors. So today main topic that we are going to start is your type of vector. Ki how many type of vectors do we have? Okay guys, Sai Charan, you can say so. Don't worry. So actually beta, we have seen what is vector, what is the direction sense. We have seen how to write the vector, how to represent a vector. That is what we have seen. Ab now धीरे slowly है ना, मलेगा we are moving towards your type vector laws. If you see, I told you what is the vector definition, which depends on magnitude, which depends on direction. Magnitude we know what is the value of it, है ना? And then afterward direction sense we have done, right guys? So now we are moving on to which part beta? Vector laws. Vector laws के लिए. Before vector laws, it is important to know also now कि how many types of vectors are there. Is it or not, guys? It is important to know how many type of vectors are there, and then only we will be apply their laws, beta. Okay, then only we will be able to apply the laws over here. Okay, so shall we start with the vector type of vectors, guys? Yes, kids. So we have the first type of vector, important one, that is going to be your parallel vectors. Which one, beta? Parallel vectors here. So beta, we are going to focus on parallel vector here. So parallel vectors. So here, guys, it is given, we have the first case, that is parallel vectors. What are your parallel vectors? Yes, now it is given parallel vectors. So let's define it. So parallel vectors are those vectors. Listen very carefully. Parallel vectors are those vectors whose direction is same. Parallel vectors are those vectors whose, what is same, guys? Direction is same. What is same? Direction must be same. Yes, repeat with me. Direction must be same. Sir, what about magnitude? Magnitude may or may not be same. Okay, guys? Direction may or may not be same. So all those vectors, so I can write here vectors having same magnitude. Vectors, sorry, having same direction. Vector having same direction. Vector having same direction. Magnitude may or may not be same. ठीक है, vectors having same direction, magnitude may or may not be same. These are known as which vector, beta? Parallel vectors. ठीक है, these are known as parallel vectors. Yes, Avyut, very good. They are known as which vector? Parallel vector. Example, guys. Example. Let us say we have this one vector A and we have this B. क्या A vector and B vector are shown here? Are the magnitude same or different? Are the magnitude same or different, guys? You can see from the length. You can see from the length. Chintu, Phantom, Monica, Afreen on the YouTube type. Beta, please focus on the studies, please. है ना? So here these are different vectors. है ना? Different magnitude. They are different magnitude. But directions are same or not? So we can say mod of A vector is not equal to mod of B vector. But A is parallel to B or not? Direction same, but direction are same or not? But direction, you can see here, direction of both are same or not? So direction of A and B are same. Direction of A and B are same. Therefore, A and B are parallel. Therefore, A and B are which vectors? Parallel vector. So important it, what should be same, guys? Direction must be same. The most important note point over here is what, beta? What should be same here? Direction must be same. Is this clear, guys? Everyone? Okay. Now, kids, you tell me, what is this vector? Here. It is again A given A vector. It is again given B vector. Now you tell me, is their magnitude also equal or different? Yes, kids. Is the magnitude same or different? You can see these both length are same. Both length are same. So magnitude is same. So we can say here magnitude of A vector and B vector are equal. Magnitude of A vector and B vector are equal. Direction are same. Direction is also same. The direction is same. Direction is bowling. Yes, we have to be good in English also. Direction is same. Therefore, A and B vector are parallel vector. Therefore, A vector and B vector are which vector? Parallel vector. Therefore, A and B vector are which vector? Parallel vector. Up, guys, it is taken to be a special case. It is taken to be which case? Special case. These are known as equal vectors. These are known as which vectors? Equal vectors. So over here, we are writing which vector? Equal vector. Because both magnitude are also equal, direction are also same. So hence we will say A and B are which vector here? पैरेलल तो है ही, बट इक्वल वेक्टर ऑल्सो. Do not worry, Kanaka. You just focus on the channel. Don't focus on the channel. Just focus on the ID only. Okay? Don't be worried about that. I am teaching you right now. Why are you worried about the Instagram or Telegram? That is why the issue is there. As a doctor, while you are doing a surgery, you tell me, guys. As a doctor, when you are doing a surgery, will you be thinking about the Instagram, Telegram, Facebook, games? If you're going to think about that, patient will bye bye, tata, khatam, finish, over. Right now, guys? है ना बच्चे? तो only focus on your studies, because you guys are going to enter into that kind of profession where you will get fame, where you will get money also, you will get respect, but you will be treated as God also. You will be treated as God also. And it is reality. I hope you know, guys. If any one of you might have very huge, let us say, sickness, and some hand must have broken. When you go to a doctor and he treats you well, you come out of the hospital, okay, or the clinic very fine. Then you pray for the doctor. Yeah, doctor sir is so good. Doctor sir allow naro. And he's so good, sorry for my Telugu, but he's so good that he has treated me fine. I'm all good. All the pain has gone away. Right now, guys? Hana? Hana, bache? So you're going into that kind of profession. So you should focus on what beta more? On your studies. Focus on your studies, because you're going into that profession which will have the maximum respect out of all the professions available. Yes, doctors Chala Manchi. Sorry, beta. Thank you. Thank you, Satakshi, for teaching me. Doctors Chala Manchi Unnaru. I will remember. Chala Manchi. Yes. Chalo. Ab now focus over here, guys. Please focus over here. Okay. Now here, guys, we have this equal vector. So, ab kya karne ka? Remember. It is all which vector? Parallel vector. These are which vector? Parallel vector. Ab some vectors are equal. Some vectors are which vector? Equal vector. So actually all parallel are equal. All parallel are equal vector kya? No. All equal are parallel? Yes. I hope little bit of subsets you will understand. Little bit of subsets you understand or not? So what we are going to say? All equal vectors are parallel? True. All parallel are equal kya? Yes or no? तो Venn diagram से समझ आ गया? From the Venn diagram you understood? So I am going to tell you once more. I am going to make you understand once more. So all of these are which vector? Parallel. All of these are parallel. And some are what beta? Equal. Some are what beta? Equal. So all equal vectors are parallel. All equal vectors are parallel. Yes, true statement. It's a true statement. All equal vectors are parallel. True statement. All parallel vectors are equal. False. All parallel vectors are equal. False. They may or may not. They may or may not. Okay, na? Okay, Kanaka, for that you have to contact through our management or Prasad sir. Okay, don't worry. Focus over here. The Kanaka Kirti is saying new group is created. Don't worry for all of these things. That's what I'm saying. When you are studying, just focus on studies, not on the group or not of those activities. That is how the mindset should be there. Chalo. So guys, I hope you understand how many type of vectors are there. So we have done only first type, that is parallel vector, and in parallel vector we have one more which is equal vector. Ab equal vector ko how do we define? Equal magnitude, equal direction, same direction, guys. ठीक है? चलो, let's move on to the next one. So it is a question also, guys. This can be made as a question also. Very important question. क्या all parallel vectors are equal vectors? What you will say? No. False. False. All equal vectors are parallel. True. Yes, we can write it. So like this questions can be framed. Ab now guys, inka rastunara or rasara? Rasara? Agandi, note it over. Okay, wonderful guys. I point the completed. Chaliye guys. So now we are moving on to the next one here guys. So let me basically start with the next case. That is your anti-parallel vector. Which vector beta? Anti-parallel vector. Parallel vectors. So let's focus on the next type of vectors guys. That we have what one beta? Anti-parallel vectors here guys. Okay. So now we are going to focus on second case in which we are going to read about anti-parallel vector. Ab now you tell me, what is the meaning of anti-parallel? Yes, you by your common sense you can give me the answers. Focus on this anti-parallel as the name suggests. Yes kids. Beta, vectors are used to define the directions. If I say you move 10 kilometers, then you will get lots of gold lying over there in free. In which direction you have to move? So direction will be very important, na, where you have to move in the direction. That's why. अब देखो रक्षिता सिंह सर अपोजिट टू पैरेलल वेक्टर सर अपोजिट टू पैरेलल अरे नहीं रे their direction must be opposite ठीक है their direction must be opposite you should not say it's opposite of parallel vector है ना तो सर where is your house in front of your house where is your house in front of my house it is like that huh is it of any use nahi na bhai so we should say properly like parallel vector direction same so anti parallel vectors opposite direction ठीक है opposite direction तो vectors having opposite direction ठीक है ना the vectors which are having which direction opposite direction मतलब one direction is plus x so another direction will be what beta minus x over here right guys so we are writing vectors having opposite direction so we can say one direction a vector is like this and another vector will be like this we can write now so both of their direction are what beta opposite both of their directions are taken to be what beta opposite over here so vectors having same opposite direction magnitude may or may not be same magnitude may or may not be same they may or may not be different they may or may not be same though but direction must be opposite Mahima see is the direction same or opposite this direction is towards east this direction towards west are they same directions yes Mahima tell me are they same direction kya no na bachcha so they are not same direction so how can we say they are parallel ka main condition is they should be same direction are they same no beta that's why so here we are going to say sorry these two vectors are which vectors beta vectors having opposite direction magnitude may or may not be same here guys okay spelling is there vectors now correct spelling correct okay so here a vector and b vector are which direction beta opposite direction magnitude may or may not be same so hence they are known as which vector anti parallel vector अब if I ask you a question is this one vector guys is this one vector towards east this is one vector so these two vectors are tell me quickly these two vectors are parallel or anti parallel these two vectors are parallel or anti parallel okay and these two vectors are now anti-parallel opposite anti-parallel chalo let's focus on one thing what is the angle between these two lines quickly angle between these two lines 0 है ना सीधे 0 what is the angle between these two lines see angle between these two lines if you are able to see me angle between these two lines 180 degree so where is the important question angle between two anti parallel vector yes guys equals to 180 degrees very very important guys angle between two parallel vector is how much beta 180 degree it's a result to remember also angle between two anti parallel vector is what beta 180 degree It's a question that can be also framed and can be asked. Angle between two anti-parallel vector is what, beta? 180 degree. Can a question be also framed? Angle between two parallel vector will be how much? Yes, guys. Angle between two parallel vector. Yes. Vaishu, can you tell me the answer? Yes, Prasad. Why? Prasad, 100%. 0. So over here, can we write one more term here? Angle between two parallel vector equals to 0 degree. So this is how also we can write one statement. Okay? In parallel vector, you can write angle between two parallel vectors 0. Okay? In parallel vector, angle between two vectors 0. But in case of anti-parallel, it will be what, beta? 180 degrees. You can write, guys. Yes, everyone. You can all write it down quickly. चलो, बहुत अच्छे बच्चे. Now we are focusing here. Ab bacha, what if? Now in this case only. So we have all done this case. Examples also we have seen. Ab let's focus little bit on this also. Let's focus over here. Ab you tell me these two vectors. We have this A vector and we have this B vector. Now you tell me, are they anti-parallel? Avyukt, your answer is there in your question only. Avyukt, equal vectors are parallel. Angle vector, angle between two parallel, 0. So angle between equal vectors, you tell me 0 only na. Answer, question mein answer hai guys, है ना? See here. Here beta, if we see, these are directions opposite and magnitude same. So are these anti-parallel? 100%. These are what, beta? Anti-parallel vector, 100%. But special case, special name. So we are given with which name, beta? Special case. So special case mein we will write it as negative vectors. Which vectors? Negative vectors. So if you see negative vectors, so there is a student here, guys, named by Avyukt. There is a student here named by Avyukt. He asked me a question. The question is asking, sir, the angle between negative vectors is also 180? Yes, it will be. So how are negative vectors also anti-parallel? Are negative vectors also anti-parallel, guys? If negative vectors are anti-parallel and anti-parallel mein angles are 180, so negative vectors mein bhi to angle will be 180 na? Yes or no? So here we will say, these are definitions. You can't put your name by yourself. You can't put the name of the vector by yourself. Okay? Can I change your name? Let us say some person name is Akshay. So can I say today your name is not Akshay? Today onwards your name is Mohit. Can you say no? No. I can't change your name, so you can't also change these names. So you should not put the name of this quantity by yourself. Some become scientists by themselves, they put, today onwards it will be known as my name. Like Venkatesh saying, today onwards negative vector, Venkatesh vector. It will not work na bhai. ठीक है? तो और other way around, Venkatesh का नाम today onwards negative vectors. It will not work like this. है ना? You understand, guys? So don't put your own name. Go with the standard naming, guys. Standard naming. ठीक है? So here we are saying negative vectors are those vectors whose direction is opposite and magnitude are same. So again the question arise. Again the question arise. And let's say all negative vectors are anti-parallel. True or false? All negative vectors are parallel. No, Lucky. There is no positive vector. That is what I am saying now. Focus on the names only. Okay? All negative vectors are anti-parallel. True or false? For that, what we should do? We should make a Venn diagram. We know here what will come? Anti-parallel. And here which one come? Negative. Here which will come? Negative. Right now, guys? Negative. So we'll say all negative vectors are anti-parallel. True. Yes. True. But all anti-parallel vectors, all anti-parallel vectors are negative. All anti-parallels are negative. False. So all anti-parallels are not negative. They may or may not be same. Ana? So here we should remember like this. So with the Venn diagram you can get the answers very quickly, guys. And I hope you all have done Venn diagram 9th 10th में small things for there, guys. है ना? अब you should not act like, sir, I have not done Venn diagram, sir, I don't know anything about it. Reasoning with it was there in the reasoning. Yes, it was there in the reasoning set chapter. But you know, you should know. It was there or not, but you should know as a student. So you must have studied. Huh? Yes, kids. Very good, guys. So we have done these cases. So we have seen here today parallel vectors and which one beta? Anti-parallel vector. So today abhi tak we have seen parallel and anti-parallel vectors, and there are two special cases. Here. So here in the negative vector, what we show? Ab dekho, we show like this. Iske liye important. So here we have this A vector. We have this B vector. So we will write A vector equals to minus of B vector. Here we will write A vector equals to minus of B vector. Sir, is there any positive vector? But negative vectors, two vectors whose direction are opposite and magnitude same are to be negative vector. There is no as such positive vector term ki two vectors are positive vector. This is how we will not define. Okay, bache? Okay, Lucky? I hope I have taken your question. Yes, kids, clear? Ravi Shankar also clear? Uday clear? Yes, Siri clear? Sir, notes Rastunara. Okay, you write it. Okay, Afrin. Chaliye, guys. I hope it's time to move forward now. Sir, positive negative vector तो A vector के रिस्पेक्ट में बदलता है ना? नहीं, अभियुक्त focus over here. Up now here, guys, we have A vector, B vector. A vector equals to what, beta? Minus of B vector. Sir, where these are going to be used? Where are they going to be used? See, let us say example. Here there is a Chintu, guys. Who is present here, guys? Chintu. So this is a Chintu, guys, with a spike cut. Chintu is there with a spike cut. Up here, Chinky present. Who is present, beta? Chinky. So Chintu ki Chinky present over here, guys. Chinky is pulling with force F1. Chinky is pulling Chintu with force F1 of 20 Newton. So Chintu's Chinky pulling him with a force of 20 Newton. He come out of the house. And at the same time, mom is also present here. At the same time, who is also present? Mom also present. And pulling him with F2, 20 Newton. Hey, go inside. So on Chintu, how many forces present, guys? One Chintu, two forces present. Are these forces parallel or anti-parallel? Are these forces parallel or anti-parallel? Okay, anti-parallel. Are they negative vectors? Ab choose correct option. Choose correct option. Option 1. क्या F1 वेक्टर इक्वल्स टू F2 वेक्टर? ऑप्शन 2, F1 वेक्टर इक्वल्स टू माइनस ऑफ F2 वेक्टर. थर्ड, F1 इक्वल्स टू F2. चल छोड़ो, इसको छोड़ो, फर्स्ट फोकस ऑन दीज टू. Which is the correct one? Yes guys, or we can write third, F1 vector minus F2 vector equals to 0. Fourth, F1 vector plus F2 vector equals to 0. Multiple answers may be correct. Multiple answers may be correct. Here in this particular question, multiple answers may be correct. Yes kids, multiple answers may be correct. Let's see how many of you are going to get it. Yes, wonderful, wonderful. I can see people being able to give me the answer. Kirti, okay, how you know me? I know you from the YouTube. चलो आओ, focus here. प्रसाद से 2 4 2 4, चिंटू Anni marks bacha, so I don't know Telugu. 1 and 3, okay. Now you tell me, are the magnitude of F1 and magnitude of F2 same or opposite? Yes kids, solution. Let's be ready for the solution. We can say solution mein guys, F1 ka magnitude is equal to F2 magnitude. है ना kids? Magnitude of F1 and F2 are same and direction opposite. Direction opposite. Therefore they are which vectors? Negative vectors. Therefore they are which vectors? Negative vectors. So can we write it as F1 vector equals to minus of F2 vector? Yes. F1 vector will be equal to minus of F2 vector. Up, can you take this term towards the left side? Can you take this term towards the left side? That is F1 vector plus F2 vector become equal to 0. F1 vector plus F2 vector become equal to what beta here? 0. So we have got this statement here now. Ki F1 vector plus F2 vector become how much beta? 0. That's it. Sir, but it is very hard to take him from the Indian mom, sir. Maima. It is very hard to take him from Indian mom. Beta, you don't worry for that. Focus here. Don't go into reality, guys. Don't feel it. People are here feeling the question. Sir, it is from our real life. Don't feel that. And many Chintus are feeling the same. Many Chinkis are also feeling the same. And many mothers must be also watching the lecture. And she'll be like, "Arey, how he know about my home activities?" Correct? How yaar? So here we have done this. We have one Chinky going here. One Chinky is pulling Chintu with F1 force. Chintu and mom is also pulling Chintu with 20 Newton force, and both the direction are also opposite. Both the direction are what? Opposite here. Yes, fourth option was the right answer. So here we can see both the forces magnitude are same. Directions are opposite. So we will say these are negative vectors. These are which vector? Negative vectors. So we can write F1 vector to be minus F2 vector from here. From here we can write like this. Abhi we have done the theory. Also beta, if we take F2 minus F2 over here, then we can write what? Ki F1 vector plus F2 vector should be also 0. That's how we have done it. Okay guys? So then the Chintu limbs will be cut off. In fact, it is an example of physics that will come in life. It is an example of physics that will come very soon. हाँ, अब देखो यही, this is the beauty of physics. This is the beauty of physics and vectors. Two forces are applied. See, two forces are applied on Chintu of 20 Newton. Two forces are applied on Chintu of 20 Newton. What is the net force coming? Two forces are applied on Chintu of how many Newton? 20 and 20 Newton. What is the net force coming? Is it 40 or 0? Is it 40 or 0? Yes, kids. Here 0 coming. What is this beta? 0. So actually beta, so if someone asks you, ki add 20 Newton and 20 Newton. If a person asks you, now onwards, you have studied from MITTAL sir in Gosalites. And anyone now outside asks you, what is the addition of 20 Newton, 20 Newton force? Then what you will say? 40 always? No. It can be 0 also. It can be 0 also. Sir, what if it is like this? Sir, Chintu here. Chintu ki mom pulling also 20 Newton. Dad also pulling by 20 Newton. Mom का force F1, dad का force F2. अब बताओ F1 F2 same direction opposite direction? Yes kids. तो F1 vector will be equal to F2 vector ना guys, because magnitude same, and dear kids, is the direction also same? Magnitude is same, direction is also same or not? So F1 vector equals to F2 vector, right kids? Acha, can anyone tell me what is the net value going to become? Net value, can net value 20? Socho, I am being pulled with 20 here, also pulled with 20. I will go here or not? Will I be going in this direction? How much beta? 40 Newton. So guys, is the vector, so little knowledge of vector addition we have done, little knowledge of vector addition we have seen कि we have vectors here, and if we are adding them, is the answer always a fixed quantity, or does it depend on the direction of forces, or the addition of vector depends on the direction? Tell me. Yes kids, if these are opposite, 0. If they are in the same direction, they are added together. So beta, addition of vectors depends on direction. So now onwards, if people say add 20 Newton, 10 Newton, let us say example, add 20 Newton and 10 Newton, what should be the answer? Is it 20 plus 10, 30? Is it 20 plus 10, 30? Or it can be anything? It can be anything. It can be anything. You can add also, you can subtract also. So if there are two vectors now on, they are, let us say, given A vector and B vector, what is the addition? What is the addition? So it can be A minus B to A plus B. That is the beauty of vectors. As a doctor, as a physicist, as a student, you should know this thing. You are not going to add 2 and 3. You will see 2 and 3 ka 3 minus 2 also possible, 2 plus 3, 5 also possible. So you have to take directions. You have to take direction into consideration. Direction will play super important role to get the answers. You get it, guys? Sir, we catch an iron rod at another side, we catch, then what happens? We will check it later on. Don't worry, beta. So directions play a very, very important role. Now, guys, there is a null vector. Now, third type of vector, that is null vector. Null vector. Now, let's focus on the last vector, guys. We have the third type of vector, that is which vector? Null vector. So, let me focus on. So, shall we start solving the next one, beta? Null vector, please. Yes, kids. What do you mean by null? Just let me know, what do you mean by null? Answer will be there. Null means magnitude 0, empty, khatam, finish, over. Ho gaya answer. So those vectors whose magnitude is 0 Newton. Those vectors whose magnitude is 0 vector, 0, they are known as null vector. But likh do. Vectors having 0 magnitude. Vectors having 0 magnitude are known as null vector. तो इसको बोलेंगे 0 vector also. We will say it as 0 vector also. Let us say Chintu present, guys. Our favorite Chintu. So on Chintu there is a force of 0 Newton. On Chintu there is a force of 0 Newton. On Chintu there is a force of 0 Newton. So what is this F? What is this F? Null vector. What is this F, guys? Null vector. What is this F? Null vector. So if the force becomes 0, so it is going to be known as which vector, beta? Null vector. Right, kids? F1 30 Newton. F2 30 Newton. Net force on Chintu. Yes, kids. 30 Newton right side, 30 Newton left side. We have 30 Newton right side, 30 Newton left side. Two forces, 30 Newton right side, 30 Newton left side. What is the net force? What is the net force? See, if we see F net magnitude will be 0. I hope you understand this one from the last case. Mama wala case, Mama, Chinky both present, right guys? है ना that case? है ना? Give me thumbs up. Yes? है ना? हाँ, yes. तो F net will become कितना बेटा? 0. But force is a scalar or vector. Force is a scalar or vector. It is a vector quantity. So we will write the name. So net force on it is null vector. What we are going to write? Null vector. Vector. So what are we going to write it as? Null vector or zero vector. Because it's a vector. So we are going to write it as null vector or zero vector. Is this clear, my dear kids? Bolo bacche. So null vector. Those vectors which have how much magnitude? Zero magnitude. Zero magnitude, no magnitude, zero magnitude are known as which vectors? Null vector. Clear, Ardhbhinda? Yes, kids? Okay. But a net value, up any, let's say I am standing. Is there any force on me right now in the x direction? X direction, koi force? No force. So zero force, zero vector. Like that you can say. Okay. Now focus on the next part. Is it easy peasy, lemon squeezy? Is it easy peasy? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, right? You know that now? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy? Okay. Whenever I say easy peasy, you say lemon squeezy. EPLS, shortcut. Venkatesh is saying, sir, what are you talking, sir? Hey, you don't know this easy peasy, lemon squeezy? Clearly, hey, tell me seriously, yaar, you don't know this, kya? Huh? Time is up. Okay, bye-bye. I mean, time will be there for me, not for you. I am going to teach for 2 minutes. Sir, negative vectors are null vector? No. No, Praniti. Negative vectors are not null. Null means their magnitude. So, resultant of negative vector is null. But a very good question coming. Very good question coming. Negative vectors are null vector? No. If I say resultant or net of negative vector is null, then yes. So how come? Are a resultant, there are two forces. One is F1 here, one is F2 here. F1 magnitude equals to F2 magnitude. So F1 vector minus F2 vector equals to minus F2 vector. So we can say F1 vector plus F2 vector. That is net value equal to how much? 0. So like this. Okay. So it is not important, guys. F1 vector ka magnitude is equal to F2. Ana, here magnitude is same. Therefore, vectors are negative, opposite directions. So F1 plus F2 becomes 0. So net value is 0. So what we are saying, resultant of 2 negative vector is null. Resultant of 2 negative vector is what? Null. This is how we can write also. Very, very wonderful examples. Okay. Pujita, that is an example only. Sir, what if they are not equal? If their magnitude are not equal, then net vector will not be 0. So actually it is little bit of addition concept I have given you. But in the next session, we are going to focus on the addition problem like those. Over there, it will be more clear. Okay, when we are going to understand the addition. So in the next session, we will be focusing on two things. Shall I tell you what are we going to study in the next one? But null vectors, 0 magnitude. So there is no use of any angle or direction. So in the next class, we will focus on first unit vectors. there is a term going to be known as what beta? Unit vector. On this we will focus. Unit vector. Today we have not done unit vector. In the next class we will do unit vectors. And then we will move on to your vector laws of addition. Okay kids. So in the today's lecture we will focus on unit vectors, vector laws of addition, and then in that only we'll be focusing on, yes, position. What is a position vector, like this. But before that we'll focus on unit vector, then on position vector, all of these things. Okay, so this it will be taken care of later on. It will be taken care of later on, but we'll focus on what vectors? Vector laws of addition and unit vectors more. Unit vectors, then position vector, and then vector laws of addition. And I must tell you, there are some more type of vectors: coplanar vectors, collinear vectors. So don't worry for that. I will be teaching you all that also. Okay, don't worry for that. We will be doing it in explained way, in a very good manner also. When you will be coming in the college, we will be again doing it in very elaborated manner, guys. Elaborated manners. Is negative vectors are not equal? No beta, they are not equal. Ranjit, magnitude of two vector is same, direction opposite, they are known as negative vectors. Two vectors having same direction, same magnitude and same direction, they are known as equal vectors. So how come they be same? They are different. Vectors के लिए we define direction also beta. ठीक है? So we will be studying vector laws of addition, unit vector, position vector in the next class. Okay guys, I hope you all understood the class, everyone. Yes kids, how is the class? You can let me know over here in the chat box quickly. So when will gift class be over? I guess by this week or the next week this will be over, or you will be getting the information from the management. Don't worry for that. Okay. Ranjit, it will clear in the next class more. Acha Ranjit, ऐसा करना, today what you do, ask your mother to pull you like this. Ask your mother to pull you from one hand and ask your father to also pull you from other hand. ठीक है? With the same attitude. And then you will be going nowhere. You will be here only. You will be going nowhere. You will be here only. The net value of force on it you will be 0. You will be feeling pain, but net force will be how much? 0. That is known as null value, 0 value. Okay, chalo guys. So that's all for the day, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed the class. Yes, kids, it's good to teach you all. You are very awesome kids, guys. Thank you all for being the class. I love you all. Bye bye, tatas, dua salam, tada. And in the next session, we are going to meet with these 2 new topics with whole of your energy, guys. Okay, bye bye, everyone. Thank you, tada. For the doubts, you can connect to me on my Instagram handle or Telegram handle. Chalo, guys. Bye bye, everyone.